Some rivers are big and slow, some rivers are small and technical, and one river is the Lochsa.
Here it is, Dad.
Its name means rough water in the Nez Pierce language, and the 40 major rapids it holds bear equally intimidating titles. Rapids such as Bloody Mary, the Grim Reaper, and Lochsa Falls hit one after the other for 40 miles of heart-pounding, adrenaline-flowing whitewater. I asked a guide the odds of staying in the raft on the Lochsa. About 50-50, they said. Not my favorite odds, but at least it's a nice warm swim, right? Of course not. The mighty Lochsa is a free-flowing river. No dams control it. The water churning in the Lochsa is fresh from the tap. Ice-cold runoff of melting winter snow. Are you wondering why anyone would run this river? Are you wondering why anyone is even allowed to run this river? Well, we're here to tell you that not only do they allow people to run the Lochsa, but you absolutely want to run the Lochsa. There's a reason it was one of the original 6 rivers protected by Congress in 1968 as part of the Wild and Scenic Rivers Act. This is one of the world's greatest rafting trips. The Lochsa is crazy accessible. Other famous rivers like the Middle Fork of the Salmon require 5 days to get through and rightfully cost what it takes for you to go to Disney World for a week. But a 20-mile stretch of the Lochsa can be run in a single day for roughly $120 a person. You'll need to book your trip with an outfitter like our friends at Row Adventures. They will provide you wetsuits, wetsuit jackets, fleece jackets, booties, helmets, and PFDs for your trip so you will survive if you go for a swim. And the guides for Row are no slouches. They are world-class outfitters that run this river year after year. They will keep you safe, and they will make sure you have fun. The Lochsa isn't for everyone, though. In fact, Row Adventures requires you to be at least 17 to ride this ride. And besides the age limitations and intensity of the float, the Lochsa has a very limited season. Because its float isn't controlled by a dam, you have to go when the water is available. So around mid-May to mid-June is when you can run it. Obviously check with Row when planning your trip. Some years the river runs into July, and if it does, the later into the season you get, the less water there is, and not by much, but the rapids will be smaller. All right, enough of this voiceover. Let's get into the adventure, and where this adventure begins is River Dance Lodge in Syringa, Idaho, along Highway 12.
So after a long day of road tripping, we finally made it to River Dance Lodge along the Clearwater River. Tomorrow we're gonna be hitting the Lochsa. This is a beautiful spot though. This might be the entire vacation if you just wanted to do this. Equipped with hot tubs, lounge area, a restaurant. You don't have to rough it out here. I think a lot of people tend to think of Idaho outdoors as roughing it, but you can get out into adventure with all the amenities of home if you really wanted to.
I opened this standard hotel book up, and out just comes this list, and they're all yoga moves.
Do you know what any of that means?
Very little, but I know some of the words on here, and we should definitely do it tomorrow morning before the Lochsa. Today we're running the Lochsa River. This is the most gear I've ever worn to run a river, and the reason we're doing that is because we're gonna get wet. The waves are punchy, we're gonna see some big water.
Here we go! Forward!
Oh my God!
Get out!
Yeah, so the Lochsa is pretty unique in that it is high gradient and high volume. We have good big open lines here where you can crash through those giant waves, and we have 40-some rapids in a 30-mile stretch.
Okay, and from the back of the boat, was it clear to you that I am the better paddler? Much superior than Chad, right?
Yeah, clearly.
Idaho has the most recreational river miles of any state in the country, so there's something for everyone. You can take your kids, your grandparents. There's all levels of water on these rivers, which makes it a great place to come. I'm still envisioning myself there, going through the Grim Reaper, this giant wave just washing up over us. It's pretty rad.
Check out some more adventures from in and around Idaho and start planning your next trip today. If you have any questions for us, we'd love to see it in the comment section below. Please subscribe to the channel and follow us on social media. Hey, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.